fun show. We hope you are well out there. Donald Trump, our president, is embroiled in a feud with many of his closest supporters, and I think he should change the subject. I am in the minority here, but let me come out and defend Trump right now. Can I defend him? Let me defend him. I don't care if he staged the assassination attempt at Butler. I don't care, and I think he should admit it. I should change the subject. Stop talking about Iran. Just admit you staged it in Butler. It was the heat of the campaign. People do crazy things in campaigns. I think, I'm speaking just for myself, I will not think less of you if you admit to staging and faking the assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania. I will be impressed by the level of coordination. Explain to us how you did it. Kind of like those David Copperfield behind the, and I know that David Copperfield had some Epstein links. Folks, that's neither here nor there. I'm trying to explain the way a magician will show you how they do their trick. I think Donald Trump should do a 1-hour special on Barry Weiss's CBS News. This is a great idea with Barry, members of the Mossad, and Trump to discuss how they fabricated and staged the assassination attempt. Now, of course, a real person died, and that's terrible. And they should say that in high stakes, like stuff like that happens. Imagine a town hall where Barry Weiss interviews Donald Trump about staging the assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania. It would be an amazing, because it's a fascinating topic, whichever way you stand, however you come down on it. Some people are going to go, well, it was wrong that he did that. And some people like myself are going to be more interested in the how did you do it. It's fascinating. Joe Kent, he resigned from the National Intelligence, I don't even know anymore what these things are called. Tulsi Gabbard is the head of it, the Director of National Intelligence, the DNI. And Joe Kent was, I guess, her deputy director, and he resigned. And he's alluded to the fact that maybe the assassination was not something that we don't know the full story. So maybe it was staged. Maybe it was faked. Maybe it was some kind of message to him, although I don't understand that because I don't get it. I don't get how close you would come, top of the ear. But I think maybe it was staged. And I think now is the time to just come out and say, some people are going to be upset by this, but we staged the assassination attempt in Butler to show people how important it is and how important it was to vote for me and how far I was willing to go for them. Sure, some people will be upset if he admits it. I'm not one of them. I stand by Trump if he comes out and says, I faked this. I stand by him. I don't mind that. I don't mind the pageantry of that, the skill, the technique. I don't mind that. It's a little endearing that he'd be willing, because there's not no danger in a fake assassination attempt, right? There's some danger. If you do a stunt in a movie, people die all the time, right? So there is still danger. And if he said, I staged it and we faked it, but they explained to me before we did it, he wasn't president yet, but they said, Donald, you could die doing this staged assassination. We don't think it'll happen, but it is difficult and we don't know what's going to happen. I think this would be fascinating for the country. And it would move us in the right direction, because this is let's take a look again. Butler, Pennsylvania.
It's a little bit old. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said Take a look at what happened.
Now, a lot of people say that when he gets up here, the fact that he gets up and that they move very slowly and he goes, wait, and he comes back and they do the photo op, a lot of people are saying that's evidence. I'm not saying this, by the way. People are saying it's letting him up like that when they don't know if there's another shooter. A lot of people are saying maybe it's a staged assassination. I'm saying I don't care if it is. I think it was very well done. No, I mean, truly. I'm saying I don't care. That is important for our country, whether it was real or fake. It is the moment where George W. Bush stood into the rubble of 9/11, which they also might have done, and with the bullhorn said, I hear you, people around the world hear you, and the people who brought these buildings down are going to hear from all of us soon. These are important moments in our country, whether they are real or fake. Not every historic moment is going to be real. And if you think it is or has to be, you have an overly simplistic understanding of history. It was important, that moment when he said fight. It was important. And this, look at the people here. Does it matter if it's real? It's so emotional, and to me, I don't. Do you think people would be angry if you just said we staged it?
Some people would.
I think most people would. But here's the problem. I wouldn't. Does that make me crazy that I wouldn't? Does that make me? It makes me crazy. I tell you right now, I'm not even kidding. I am not kidding. If he said we staged this whole thing, I would laugh. I would not be mad. I'm mad about Iran. I'm mad that we've gotten American servicemen, and I think just men, but I always say men and women. And if women got killed, I am sorry. The fact that anyone is dying for this war, I'm completely against. That makes me angry. It makes me angry that we've done this. It makes me angry that we're still giving Israel military aid. It makes me angry. But if he just came out and said, by the way, we rehearsed that, we staged it, it was a production, I'm personally not angry. I don't know what that says about me. I laugh. And you know what it is? I go, Donnie. It's a Donnie T thing. I go, Donnie T. You gotta say.